What's up, Keith? How's it going, man? Huh. Not showing the statistics on my thing. There we go. Oh, what's up, Samuel? How's it going? Good one. Doing good. Lawrence, what's up? How's it going? Oh yeah, this thing is blocking me. So I was like, I used to have this mic like far away, and it's like super echoey. So now I'm trying to put it closer to my face. All right, so the view count on my actual page is not reflecting how many people is actually watching, but that's okay. As long as I can see the chat going. If anyone can start do a bit of a roll call, just let me know where you guys are from, what time it is over there, and how hot it is where you're living. It's actually not that. California. We yo. Yo, am I back now? Is it good? Ooh, this is let me see here. How about now? Back now? Good. Audio quality is poor. We good now? Awesome. Yes. I don't know what is going on. All right, let's start that over. Can you guys hear me earlier? Okay, Samuel did hear me. Is it still choppy a bit? Ugh, god dang. That's because I toned down the quality of the stream. How about now? I'm streaming full HD now. Is it better? Good on this end. Thank you, Frank. Oh my gosh. Okay, here. Okay, I just blasted at like full HD now, but I don't know. Let me know if it gets any better. If you guys can at least hear me, that would be great. Samuel is from Norway, rainy 53 degrees Fahrenheit. I appreciate you telling me that it's telling me your weather in Fahrenheit. John Lee says high 97. That's horrible, man. Ah, awesome. Yeah. So in case I don't know what happened earlier, if it gets cut off or anything, but pretty much just hopping on live really quick to answer any questions that you guys might have, any sort of camera questions, Sony questions. Pretty much, yeah. I was supposed to shoot FAQ Friday today, but funny thing is I completely forgot. and I have a lot to edit today, so I figured I'll just hop on live. It's a little bit easier to do the live because I can just freeball the answers really quick. So yeah. Samuel Anderson, no problem with your audio. Yes. Seems like everything is good. Let's see here. Boat leadings from Winnipeg, Canada. 59 degrees. Nice. 20 C in San Jose. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I think like 40 gets really hot, right? 20 is like okay. Matt fan, sounds good. Almost as loud and clear as your girlfriend squeals with the drone yesterday. Oh my gosh. That was real life, guys. That's like literally my life with Vivian every day. We're just driving, we're just like bickering in the car, and she's screaming in my ear. That's why I got the where is it? Because of her screaming, I have to like get these noise canceling headphones. Just kidding. These are amazing, by the way. These headphones right here. Gosh. It gets pretty loud where I live, so having those noise canceling headphone kind of just drowns out all the noise, and I can actually focus on like writing scripts, writing for the next video and all of that. It's super helpful. It's the Sony MDR X1000. Great headphones. Great headphones. I know people were telling me to get the Bose QC25 or 35 or whatever. But the reason why I got the Sony MDR-X is because, one, come on, it's Sony. But two, no, I was watching a bit some reviews out there. Like I saw it on a commercial in Japan while I was in Japan. Like one of my favorite rock bands were promoting the headphones, and then I didn't care too much about it because I don't really buy into like celebrity hypes. But when I got back, I saw Carl Conrad did a review on it, and he said it's pretty freaking good. So I started getting curious about it. That's why I bought the Sony MDR 1000X or MDR X1000. I don't know, but these are solid headphones. I also love the AirPods. Freaking amazing. Going wireless with headphones like seriously changed my life, dude. It's like I can like get up and take a break from editing and just walk out with the AirPods or the headphones, get some water, take a restroom break. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. I don't have to like take it off or by like, push my chair back to grab something from the back. I'm not tugging on any wires. Man, going wireless is like revolutionary. At least for me. I haven't bought the new speakers for my computer yet. I'm just like kind of using my monitor speaker right now. And I figured since I got these, it's not going to be a big deal, but it would be it's kind of an issue if I want to watch. Actually, it's not that much of an issue. Maybe I don't need speakers anymore. Yeah, I can probably live with the wireless headsets. Okay, sorry, went off tangent right there. You guys can do me a quick favor and give this video a like, get it some more exposure. That would be great. Ha! Exposure. What this video is lacking right now, exposure, because I'm like in this dark room. I'm using just natural light today. The only time there's good natural lighting in my room, which I kind of missed. I should have done it at like 8:30, which is 30 minutes ago or 45 minutes ago. The only good time for natural lighting in my room would be like around this hour. Other times when the sun gets too far off, this room gets really dark. Let's see here. Nalish says, I bought the 6500 with a 16-50 and 55-210. It's good for wedding. I'm glad it's working out for you. Lawrence Thomas, thoughts on the Sigma 24-70 2.8? So I got someone, Alyssa, asking me on Facebook yesterday. I honestly, the only time I played with that 24-70 from Sigma was when I was in Japan for CP+. And you guys can just probably rewatch that for my first impressions or initial impressions, whatever. I like it. I think I recall it being kind of small, like smaller than the G Master for sure. The only thing I didn't like about it was the zoom ring is on the outer part of the lens instead of the inner part. So that was just awkward for me. And I think that was the only awkward part for me. But if you're asking for like image quality, I mean, Sigma is really killing it with their art lenses. Like their 85 and their 135 has been really popular with the portrait photographers. That I know for sure. So in terms of image quality, I'm sure it's good on the 24 to 70. I can't say for sure because I don't have it. I am curious and I do want to get it. And I encouraged my wedding film partner Eric to get it. So we'll see if he pulls the trigger on it. Thanks for joining in, Eric. And stop trying to make the hashtag a thing. Frank. Whoops. My thing doing the funny thing again. Okay, Frank. I have the A9, had issues with the auto review and it hung up. I have a fast cart in. Ooh, I don't know. I can't help you on that one because I don't have an A9. Do apologize for that. Steve, 24 1.4 or 14 2.8 for Astro. I'm not much of an astro photographer, so that's going to be hard for me to answer, but I do hear the wide angle lenses are the best for that. So I think you can make it work with both. But I think people would favor the 14 more, but definitely do more research. Let's see here. Keith says 20C is about 64 degree Fahrenheit. Thank you for the Fahrenheit. Yeah, I live in America. We're on a weird metric system. So whenever I fly the drone, I think like I have to set it to like M instead of kilometers. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Rat Channel. Yo, Jay, I have an A6500 with a 10 to 18 lens. I need a longer lens to shoot videos. I was wondering if I should get a few primes or stick with zoom. I need tasty bokeh. Thanks, homie. That's a tough question, to be honest with you. It depends on your sort of how much tolerance you have switching out prime lenses. Yesterday, I was like shooting some pre-wedding stuff at the venue that I'm going to shoot next week. And because I have a lot of time, I'm able to like actually take my time and switch out lenses. But if you're like on the go, you need to react really fast. I think the zooms are better. You're going to have to sacrifice that tasty bokeh. So it just depends like how much time you have to switch lenses in between, because I know there's not enough time. There's not too much time for me to switch out lenses. So having something versatile like the zoom lens, having something versatile like the zoom lens would help in that situation. So if you're in a run and gun situation, you find yourself that you need to switch lens pretty often, go with the zoom lenses. I was supposed to pour coffee for myself, but I forgot because I was having an ordeal with this. Give me 1 second. Whew. Keith, it's going to be 32C high in San Jose. That is hot but dry. I'm just thankful yesterday wasn't too hot when I was outside. I've been like stuck indoors shooting videos. Just because there's AC. If you guys saw the Zhiyun Smooth 3 video, we were outside for like, gosh, I don't know, 4 to 5 hours, and I'm pretty sure I got like darker from the sun. Didn't even put on sunscreen, which is bad. But out for like the whole day yesterday, for that day of shooting, and I was just like, never again, never shooting videos out in like high noon in the summertime. There was a heat wave going on too, especially that day. I don't know what I was thinking. Chris Cheek, 84 Fahrenheit. Nice. Let's see here. Samuel Anderson, the Sony eats the Bose QC35 for lunch any day. I can't compare. I've never used the Bose QC35. I've actually never thought about like going wireless for headsets, because I remember when I did like wireless speakers for my Mac, there would be like a slight delay, but I don't notice it too much with these or the AirPods. So maybe it's because of that Bluetooth 4.0 technology. Is that it, guys? Is it because of that lower latency? Let's see here. Downtown. Whoops. Let's see here. Downtown. Good lens to attach a 6500 for the video, preferably something small and light. Downtown, watch my best APS-C lenses for the 6500 video. I pretty much went into details which lenses I like and which one I prefer for video. If you want a quick answer right now, 16 to 70, the Zeiss one, or go with the 18 to 105. My second lens would be the 24 1.8. Jubin, what's up, man? From India. Hello. Keith says, I need speakers. Yes, I do. I do need speakers. But when I monitor audio, I always just like start I always pull the headsets anyways. So it's just because like what you're listening through the headset is different from what you're listening to the speakers. Sometimes I remember editing a video where it was just purely off the speakers off my laptop, and then I exported and everything, and then I upload onto the internet, and I found out that it was on mono. It was coming out only from the left side of the speaker. So for YouTube, I watch it again just to make sure that there's no hiccups in the video. Okay, so my thing is telling me, uh-oh. All right, am I still good? Am I still live, people? Let me know. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why my internet's being like this. So hopefully it doesn't do that again. Let me know if the audio is still good, video is still good, the feed and everything. Okay. Whew, guys, I am so sorry, dude. This is I don't know why my internet's doing this today. All right. Keith chimed in. He says he's an astrophotographer, 14 mil 2.8. Let's see here. Max C. What's a good speed light with a high-speed sync, possibly under $2,000? Sorry, $2,200. I saw the Manny review the Flashpoint speed light, but that was a year ago. Anything new since then? No. Just go with the Flashpoint, whatever Manny reviewed. I think one of the speed lights. Gosh, what is it? V862 or something like that? Yeah, that would be probably the best one. I've heard good things about it. I don't personally use it, but if I were to reinvest in speed lights again, that would be something I would go for. Nalish, what lens should I buy for wide angle lenses for gimbal? Watch my Zeiss Batis 18 versus 25 for video production video, Nalish, and you'll see why we chose the 18 and the 25 for gimbal work. But yeah, those will be the two that I use, or 10 to 18 for 6500. Samuel Anderson, Jason, would you pick up one of those new Sony zooms? I pre-ordered a 16 to 35 G Master. Again, I always use native lenses just because I rely on the autofocus a lot, which, by the way, I have a guide coming out for autofocus for video, so stay tuned for that. Let's see here. Robert use 60. I personally use the full other ones. All right, guys, I am so sorry. This live stream is not working out. If it cuts off again, I'll probably just end it and I'll try again later. But yeah. Okay, am I back now, guys? No? Okay, I think I'm back now. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry again. I don't know why the internet's doing this to me. But if I get cut off again, I will end it, and I'll just come back later or something. Hopefully, the internet will be good. Okay, so I will just repeat what I said. If you don't understand the science behind it, I wouldn't care about it too much. I still use the G Master lenses on my A6500. Not a big deal. If anything, it's sharper than what I would get from the A7R2 and the A7S2 because of that 6K downres to 4K file. Yeah. Someone's asking me to review Leica lenses. I'm not baller enough to review Leicas, man. Spencer Pablo, you totally need to put up some artwork on your wall. Yeah, I totally should. It's a blank canvas right now. Let's see here. Tag the shooter, pack in my backpack for wedding. Now A9, A7R2, trying to decide which lens to take with me. My 70-200 and 24 G Master. What else do I need? I think you're good, man. Those are the two lenses you need. Maybe a wide angle lens, 16-35, or the 18 Batis. Young Blaze of Kai Town, are you gonna crash your girlfriend's Spark again? No, the Spark is fine. I flew the Spark yesterday. It's good. It's good now. I think like when I was flying it for the first couple of days, it was like 2.4G Wi-Fi. And then yesterday it was like 5.8. So I think the connection is much better. I don't know what happened, but it's the Spark is performing way better now. Let's see here. Matt Fan, I used to watch videos on the internet in the 90s when it refreshed one frame at a time or less and had no sound, only chat boxes. A little hiccup these days is nothing to apologize for. Well, thank you so much, Matt Fan. I greatly appreciate you guys understanding. And guys, I'm happy and I'm glad you guys are still sticking around, even though I'm having like a little bit of internet connection. Gosh, don't you guys hate it? Like when you have like just terrible internet and it just doesn't work. I remember when I was like trying to play World of Warcraft back in my high school days. And like, I remember I get so frustrated, like every other day there will be some sort of latency problems. And I'm just like, yeah, I just want to play the damn game. And now obviously it's happening to my live stream now. It's like, you know, you're trying to play with your friend who has crappy internet connection and they just can't. And you're like missing one person from a team of 5 to run this dungeon. Anyways, nerding out a little too much. By the way, I'm missing out VidCon. I'm kind of bummed about that. AR15, do you have a live schedule? Randomly just caught this one. Nah, I'm just on randomly. Yeah. Jeffrey Wang says, you look like Francisco with the hat. Hey, excuse you. I got the hat first. Actually, just kidding. I don't know who got the hat first, but I feel like I got the hat first. I got it before Francisco. Okay, let's see here. Haha, Mattfan says, if it gets cut off again, don't mention it. Jason won't end things. It actually shows me on the Hangouts right here. It'll say, hey, you have a connection problem. And I'll be like, ah. So I look at the chat. Good stuff. Jeffrey Wang, do you think the 6500... Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I got your message from earlier. Do you think the 6500 is better than the A7 line for video? Thinking about picking up just to dabble. Yeah, I think if you're just trying to pick one up to dabble with, I think the 6500 is going to be good for video. Probably the one I would recommend. You'll get the crispest quality out of that. If you're going to go video with a full frame A7 cameras, you have to go with the A7R2 or the A7S2. Probably the A7R2. But if you're looking for like a budget video camera, the 6500 is good. Frozone, hey man, you and George need to hop out of the desert and come take some shots in Cow City. Heck yeah. I'll go anywhere to shoot a video. That's not where I am right now. I wouldn't go to where Danny is though, because Danny lives in a desert. Thank you, Keith, because we got love for you. Yes, thank you guys. AR15, what do you think of the footage on the DJI Spark? this could be user error, so please don't take this. Just take this with a grain of salt. I looked over the footage yesterday from what I shot. I might post it up on the internet, but it looked all right. Like on a phone when I was reviewing the footage, it looks amazing. But when I blew it up on the computer, obviously the 4K on the Mavic just like absolutely destroys the Spark because the Spark only shoots in 1080 30. There's no custom manual settings for video. You can't do like picture profiles, and you can't even control. Yeah, it's all on auto. I don't. Yeah, it's. I mean, you can do manual settings, but other than that, like I don't think you can do like custom white balance or anything like that. But anyways, it seemed a little soft to me. Yeah, it seemed a little soft on the Spark. I mean, again, I want to do. I'm not going to do a review on the Spark just because I know. It's not that I won't do a good review out of it, but I'll be reviewing it from like a filmmaker, videographer, YouTuber standpoint. Like the Spark is made for your average consumer, so those are the people that will be buying it, and it will work great for them. You know, like for us, you know, I'm like always trying to push the limits of the drone. Not really always. I guess your average consumer would do that just to see how far they can fly. But for the most part, everything is very basic, very easy to use. So this aimed towards them. So obviously there are some features of the Spark that cripples it. Not features, but there are some things of the Spark that cripples it. But it's made to be easy for your average consumer. So maybe I'll have Vivian review it. She can probably offer a better point of view than I can about the Spark. Samuel Anderson, are you using a wired connection or Wi-Fi? I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm wireless in this house. Just because I would have to run a super long wire to like my wall if I need to do like any hard wire stuff. But yeah, I'm wireless for the most part. I've never had issue. I mean, like recently, I never had that much issue with the internet. So I don't know what's happening. It's probably the heat. Darius, do you use auto level with the Zoom H1, Jason? I don't. I always dial in a specific number because I can't trust the auto level on the Zooms. I heard the Tascam DR10L, whatever the ones that my friends Garrett and Amber reviewed on their Gears, Classes, and Gadgets channel. They said the auto level on that works super perfect. So if you're looking for an auto level mic, that might be the one to go with. But the Zooms, I always dial in a number. I typically go for like 50 for people who are like a little bit soft spoken. I'll bump it up to like 60, but 50 for your, you know, your average person. I don't even know what you consider average. For anyone that's like, you know, it's going to be a little bit too loud, dial it down to like 45. Frozone, can you also show how to set up a live stream with the 6500 or any cam? Yes, I was gonna make that video on Monday, but the Spark came in, so the Spark took priority. And just a heads up, guys, I'll be pretty busy the next week or so. Might even have a long 7-day gig sometime in the middle of July. So if the uploads are a little less frequent, I do apologize for that. But I'm gonna do my best to crank out some videos before all that happens. So next week, there's a 5-day convention happening. It's a 5-day anime convention that I attend every year. I used to be a vendor there. Now I'm just kind of go for fun. Maybe I only go for like 2 days instead of 5 now. So I'll just kind of be there just to like relax and chill, maybe shoot some photos with the Sonys. I don't know yet, but that's what I'll be doing. Also a wedding next week. So pretty busy, but I'll do my best to keep pumping out content. If not, I'll go live and hopefully the live will have good internet connection. Let's see here. Nathan, YouTube notifications letting me down lately. Dude, YouTube is a conspiracy, man. Views are dropping. Not only are views dropping, but what else? Views are dropping. People are losing subscribers. Yeah. Am I good? Am I still alive? Nope, I'm good. I'm back. Oh no. This is horrible. All right, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So I'll blaze through a few more questions and I'll hop off. I'm terribly sorry about that, guys. Jeffrey Wang says good wide angle lens for video under 500 for 6500. You're gonna have to spend under $200 more if you want a wide angle lens, maybe like 10 to 18. But people did say the Rokinon 12 millimeter is good. I think it's manual focus. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if it's manual focus or not. But the Rokinon 12 millimeter, people say that's good. I don't know how much that one costs though. 12 millimeter Rokinon. Funny because I thought it would be because I wasn't plugged into the wall that it's giving me internet connection, but I plugged into the wall and it's giving me worse internet connection. Yeah. Okay. Jeff, it says $400 here for the 12 millimeter for the Rokinon. Might be something to look into, but it might not have that autofocus. I think it's manual focus. Yes, I think so. I didn't really say, but I'm pretty sure it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Okay. Tien says, can iPhone 7 Plus with the thick case go on the smooth Q? By the way, say hi to Uncle Larry for me, please. Thank you. I definitely will. How do you know my dad? Tien, maybe. I can't say for sure yet. They are sending me a smooth Q within the next week or so. So once I get that in, I can test it out for you. So if I'll put out a video for sure. So if you don't see me answering that question, just comment again and I'll get back to you. Let's see here. Leon says Brandon Lee recommends 10 to 18. Yep. And here we are, caught up with the chat. Yes, you're still alive. Yes, thank you. So yeah, people are saying it's manual. Rokinon does have an autofocus 14 mil. How much is that one again? 14. I forgot about that one. That one just like dropped in price recently, right? Okay, yeah, it's $659, but I recall seeing a deal for it some time ago. So maybe look out for a deal if you can wait. Yeah, it's $659. Maybe that is the deal. I don't know. Yep. Matt Fan says Manuel shoots manual lenses only. Leon, Sony 50 or 30 mil? What is that on APS-C or full frame? Full frame 50, APS-C 30. AR-15. There's barely any reviews for that 14 Rokinon on the YouTube. Yeah, because I don't know. I want to get it. I want to try out the Rokinon lenses because I use their Cine lenses and they're amazing. So I don't know. Tell Sam Yang, treat Sam Yang, be like send Jason Vong some Sony E-mount Rokinon Sam Yang lenses. I don't know. Let's see here. Jordan Filmrite, good mid-range lens for video. A7S 5518. 5518 Zeiss. We rock the 5518 Zeiss for our weddings like almost 70% of the time. Let's see here. The Sigma 19 is $200 if he's going really cheap. 19 will give you like what, 30 mil equivalent. So I don't know if that's wide enough for Jeff. So yeah. AR-15 just picked up a Sony X3000. Haven't even opened the box yet. Have any experience with it? Sony X3000. That's okay. Yeah, that's the action cam. You know, I only saw it in Japan, and they have a really sick setup where like they have the the Sony action cam like on this little vibrating thing, and it's just like just to show you the in-body image stabilization. It looks really good. So that's as much of the that's all I know about the thing. I think it's good though. I think like I was kind of tossed up between getting the GoPro 5 and the and that one Chinese company, Yicam or something. Yicam, Yicam. So I was gonna get the Yicam, but you know what? I'm kind of out of my GoPro phase. I don't need that stuff anymore. So, yep. Andre Lindo, thoughts on the Sony 10-18? It's great. If you need more information, watch my recommended best APS-C lenses for the 6500. Cool. Xiaomi. What's that? Darius says Xiaomi. Keith, my buddy Hana from Sony Australia had a video on the 14mm AF. Yeah, Hana is always really good with the Rokinon Samyang reviews. I think he just did one on the 35. So the 35-28. So another Pancake 35 is available for the Sony. Let's see here. Michael Pierce is in the house. What's up? Michael, just a heads up. Stream has been cutting out on me, so I do apologize. Photo mic. I actually ordered the 3000 for my wedding vlogs and YouTube videos. Nice. Let's see here. Whoop. Keith says, I love the Rokinon lenses, aka Samyang. Leon says Xiaomi equals Yi. Ah, okay. That's good. All these Chinese names and companies are throwing me off, man. For those of you guys don't know, I'm Chinese, but I'm like born in America, so my Chinese is horrible. I should have listened to my parents when I was young to like study up on Spanish or Mandarin, because gosh, look at all these Chinese companies dominating the freaking camera market. Like when I was talking to like Chinese companies at NAB, and I'm just like trying to use as basic English as possible. I mean, like I'm like used to doing it. I'm used to speaking slow and using basic English because I deal a lot with Japanese clients in the last job. So it was okay talking to the Chinese companies, but the fact that, you know, their presence is so strong in the camera market that I just kind of wish that I was a little bit more fluent in my Mandarin. Let's see here. Andre Lindo, I'll be using the 10-18 on my A6300 and match it with the Zhiyun crane. Good stuff. Good combo right there. Keith, I am an A mount and was E mount user. What? Why'd you switch? Now I know two people who shoots A mount. My friend Brian, he shoots A mount. He always gets a little bit mad that I don't give A mount some love. Because I have to remember, Sony Alpha doesn't just encompass E mount; it encompasses A mount. Leon Trung, these Asian people, go figure. Keith, you have time to learn, to study. Yeah, I do. I also have time to like do a bunch of other things. I just don't do it. Ugh. I say I would learn Final Cut Pro. I'll learn Capture One Pro, but dang it, I just can't. Let's see here. All right, stream is pretty solid. Hopefully, I don't know. Chat kind of died down. Hopefully, my internet didn't crash. Keith, I didn't switch. I was at the Minolta film shooter with the XG1 and XG when the went to Nikon and Canon and back to Sony A mount. Then it was E mount, but my studio was rough. Ouch, Keith! I'm so sorry to hear about that. AR-15 ever going to be the NYC area? Yes. Well, this is like a 60%, maybe even 40%. I'm gonna say 40% confirmed that Vivian and I are thinking about going to New York for Photo Plus. Samuel Anderson, no crash. Good. Carol F, well, I see you at Comic Con this year. San Diego Comic Con, maybe. I don't think you'll find me because the crowd is ridiculous at San Diego Comic Con. I went last year and I'm just like, I've never seen that many people at a convention in my life. I've been to like several conventions. I like the smaller ones because it's just easy to walk around. It's not the fact that I get tired from walking easily. It's the fact that you're walking with so many people in a crowd and you're walking really, really slow. That just tires me out faster. But we do have plans to go to San Diego Comic Con this year, but it's gonna be a crapshoot trying to find each other. There's just so many people. I was gonna go to VidCon. Dang, I feel like I'm missing out. But nobody knows me there, dude. I'm not popular with the tweens. Nathan, what is up? What? What kind of comment is that? If anyone's in the chat looking for a Nintendo Switch, Target and Walmart got shipments this morning. Dude, the Nintendo Switch never sold out, did it? Freaking ridiculous. I bought 2 Switch and I'm just like, I pre-ordered a Switch because I was worried that they were going to sell out. So I pre-ordered the Switch when it came out, both at Best Buy and Amazon. And I was just like, okay, I'm banking on one or the other to ship it to me, or like one of them will probably flub and like not send me my Switch in time. But they both gave me the Switch at the same time. And I went to like my Target. There was just stock full of them on the shelf. I was so mad. But yeah, just wait until the Xbox. I forgot what the new one is called, but wait until that Xbox come out. That's gonna sell like hotcakes. The Canon 60 Mark II still has no 4K. Yes, okay, so I know it's still a rumor, but it would totally suck if that's true. If the Canon 60 Mark II has no 4K. 2 years, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, almost 2 years ago, before I made the hop to the A7R II, I was like, okay, when Canon's going to drop the 5D Mark IV or the 60, I'm going to get it because they're likely going to have 4K. And you know, I can kind of understand they don't want to include 4K in like their 80D or 70 Mark II. You know, that's fine, whatever. But maybe like the full frame would have the 60 Mark II being in a full frame camera should have 4K. And I don't know why if they're not, I don't know. I don't know for sure yet, but I don't know if they're not going to put it. Then I don't know why. It's just, you see, I'm like, yeah, frustrating me. And I'm not even going to get the camera. But still, yeah. I mean, like it's ultimately their decision. So, but that's quite a bummer that it has no 4K. But when I used the 6D, oh man, it's such a great camera. When I was first getting into the full frame game, I mean, like the 6D was amazing. Yes, it sucks that there's only like 9 autofocus point, but the 1080 on that was like better than the 5D Mark III at the time, and it had better low light. Oh well. Photo Mike. Hey, Jason, can you talk about your stream and your setup? Who wants to provide quality streams? I don't know if this is a quality stream right now. But sure, for sure. Yeah. Again, I was going to do a video on setting up on the stuff that you would need to buy to do live streams with your A7R, or sorry, any of your Sony cameras, or any cameras in general that has like a micro HDMI output. I can definitely talk about that for sure. Leon, just ride on someone's shoulder at Comic-Con. I'll probably find like a big buff dude and just ride on his shoulder and just take pictures, put it on a gimbal and get like a fake drone shot. Let's see here. Nathan says it's sold out online big time. Dude, I'm not even playing with my Switch anymore. Dude, I'm just like sitting in my drawer, just waiting for that Zelda DLC, you know? Joseph, Jason, what do you use to edit your videos? Premiere Pro. I was talking to Manny Ortiz the other day, and he's looking to switch, or yeah, he's looking to switch to Final Cut, and that got me a little curious. I'm like, should I try Final Cut? Yeah. It's just because like my debate right now is either I stick with Premiere, but maybe shoot some videos in 1080 just because it'll just save me some time. Like any video that needs to be pushed out fast, I'll just shoot it in 1080 because every time I shoot in 4K, I have to proxy the file first. And that can usually take up to like an hour or two before I can actually start editing, which really slows down the process. So, excuse me. For any like videos that I deem like awesome, like I really want to like make it as great of a quality as possible, probably going to shoot 4K for those. But for anything fast that I just need to like crank out, maybe like some of these like vlogs, like the one with me and Vivian flying the drone, or anything that involves Vivian, maybe I'll just shoot that in 1080 because I just want to like edit that, like get that going, you know. Can't edit 4K files quickly when you're stuck on Premiere. So that's why I'm very curious. Like if I still want to shoot 4K and be able to edit really fast, maybe I should go to Final Cut. But we'll see. That's just on the thought process right now. Okay, good. It's 9:54. I'll stay on for like another 6 minutes. I was supposed to be only on for 20 minutes, but because the stream kept cutting in and out, ugh, I want to make your time I want to make your time worth it, guys. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I really appreciate it. Andre, what is up with Canon hating on 4K? I don't think they're hating on 4K. They just want to push people towards their higher end camera. They really want to keep the photo cam. I guess they want to keep the photo and the video cameras kind of separate, which I understand. Okay. Photo mic. 4K keeps the cost low. I mean, it's $2,000 though. It's $2,000. Maybe include 4K because there's some cameras. There's the Sony's. They're selling their 6500 and the 6300 under $1,500, and it still has 4K. So, I mean, at least provide the option. You know, people don't have to use it. If there's still some like limitations to it, they should still try to put it out and like let the people like decide. Oh, should I use 4K or 1080? 4K keeps the cost low. Okay. All right. So that's the reasoning behind it. Is that an official thing? Let's see here. AR-15, 4K on Canon sensor with Canon lenses and dual pixel. That might bring me back up to the Canon side, maybe in 2025. Ha. Darius, do you use Lightroom or Aperture? I use Lightroom. Samuel Anderson, do you think the A7 III will be the gateway drug for Canon and Nikon shooters? Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, I guess that would be, if things do pan out, if the A7 III delivers what we think it will deliver, then I think it'll be good because people who are curious about the A9 will probably now maybe turn to the A7 III. If it has that same autofocus and everything, I think they might turn it to the A7 III. So, yeah, a lot of people have been asking me if they should get the A7 II. I'm like, nah, wait out for the A7 III. Carol F. Last year was my first year at Comic-Con to take photos for San Diego Comic-Con. Like officially, like an official photographer? That'd be pretty amazing. On the lookout for you and Vivian when walking venue to venue. We're just gonna probably be in the outside area for San Diego Comic-Con. Like we don't have passes to actually get into the actual Comic-Con, so yeah. Last year I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring my strobe. I'm gonna like bring my 85. I'm gonna shoot some cosplayer photos at San Diego Comic-Con. But I couldn't find that much cosplayers, or at least they're kind of buried in the sea of people. I think San Diego Comic Con is really for like families and their kids. You know, it's like more for like families, um, and more for like the hardcore nerds that like want to like line up for panels. You know, I got to give them props for trying to compete and try to get into these panels. Like I would love to attend one of those I don't know, like those Doctor Who panels or like the DC TV show panels or the movie panels, but I heard they're super hard to get into. I can't even get through the virtual process of getting a pass. So being there physically would be kind of hard. I see here. AR-15 says Final Cut is where it's at. If you're a Mac, it's no brainer. Yeah, it's just because it's super optimized. Watch, I know. Here's what I'm thinking. I know once I hop onto Final Cut, I'm pretty sure Adobe's gonna like roll out with something that's like, yeah, now we're optimized for Mac, and I'll be like, great. Nah, it might be a little bit hard. I think it has to do with their optimization with the graphics card. I don't know. I don't know computer stuff. I don't know too much about it. I know people rag on me for using a Mac, but I'm like, dude, Mac has been user experience wise. I have a lot of positive experience with my MacBook versus a PC or a laptop. So I'm not a Windows hater. Love Windows. I have a Windows that cranks out my proxies, and I use my Mac to edit 4K and be on the go. Leon says I usually just leave the proxies running at night. Same here for one of the weddings that we shot. Pretty much, it took a day. I think it took 24 hours, close to 24 hours to like render out all the proxies. We shot too much for that wedding. So Adobe Premiere isn't good at processing 4K. No, that's not it. It's just on the Mac, it's not good. But when you're using it on an optimized Windows platform, it should do the 4K just fine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Up. Okay, you know what? Let me just blaze through this really quick. Joseph, do you only edit on your MacBook Pro, or do you have a different machine you edit on? Straight up just MacBook Pro. My computer, my Windows PC, it just cranks out the proxies for me. It's just good at that. I've been having some issues with my Premiere Pro where when I try to export a final video, it always crashes. It always says LUT issues. I don't know. I tried to reinstall Premiere. I try to like delete the LUTs off my computer, and it still gives me that issue. Can't export off that computer. Can't export final videos with the LUTs. Can only export the proxies from it. So, okay. Jordan, right? The G7 has 4K and it's like $500. Isn't the GH5 like $2,000 and it shoots 4K? There you go. Now I'm pretty sure there's like other parts that goes into the camera that costs more. That makes the camera cost more or cost less. I don't know. I'm just a user. I'm not the technological manufacturer. Will the A7 III replace the A6500? Nah. Replace it in what way? Replace it in my bag? Probably. If I get the A7 III, I might just part with the A6500 because 2 full frames. Why not? Just kidding. I'm not going to part with the A6500. Probably just keep it around. Give it to my girlfriend. Technically, the A6500, she co-owns it with me because we split the 6300, but then I sold the 6300 and got the 6500. So the A6500 actually kind of belongs to Vivian too. I feel bad because like I'm hogging the camera. She never gets to use it. Let's see here. Okay, whoop. Okay. AR-15, I have a Windows and a Mac laptop, both Core i7, never used the PC. It's just kind of weird to like having to switch from Mac to Windows because sometimes I use the same keyboard and I always get my keys mixed up with the Windows and the Mac. Yeah. If I make enough money, I'll go into the Mac ecosystem fully. But for now, Windows. Or I'll build out a spec'd out piece Windows PC or something too. You know what? I don't know. When that time comes, when I make a decision, I'll let you guys know between the Mac and the PC. But for the most part, I use the Mac. Michael, I've been a PC guy all my life, but now I use Mac Pro and it's been great. Leon says, I would try Premiere on Boot Camp now to see if it's better. I heard from Max Zero, if I was watching Max Zero's video, and he said it works better. I also watched Z Pro Media, Lee's video. He said, yeah, with the Boot Camp, it works better. I don't know how much better, but man, having to like just go back and forth. I don't know. Andre, what are some of your upcoming projects? Releasing an autofocusing guide video, like I don't want to say a precursor, but just more of like a preview. So that one's coming out, and then an extensive one will come out shortly after that. But upcoming projects, unclear for now. Again, have a lot of just gonna be busy in the month of July. So if this gig pans out for the mid-July, I will be gone. I'll be in St. Louis for like 7 days. So we'll see. So it's hard for me. Like I'm doing a new approach now with my videos where I don't spend too much time planning something. Like I would like write a script and I'll try to shoot it within a week. Cause I have this bad habit where like I have a backlog of video ideas that I've made since like last year, like even more than a year ago. And I've never gone around to them just because like I'm just idea dumping and I'm like, yeah, I want to get through all of these cool video ideas, but I never do because I either wait too long and it just kind of stockpiles up and I forget about it and I lose motivation to make it. So when I have the motivation to make a video, that video has to be out within a week. That's like my new goal. That's why the two videos you saw, the 6500 video and the 85 video, those were like kind of sitting in my idea box for like a long time. And then I just finally was like, F it, just make it. Cause I had all these ideas that I want to make it to look different and all that. But I'm like, just got to get the information out there. Especially now that it's summer, I would have to wait like another 3 months if I want to shoot a perfect video. So that's why that's the reason for like cranking out some of the videos. Just it's faster, a new time frame for like the videos. Okay, kind of went off the tangent right here. Okay. Did I start a Mac and PC debate? Seeing a lot of that. Okay. Leon says, from experience, focusing on the Panasonic is pretty bad. The Canon M6 with the dual pixel is good. My A6500 is coming Monday, so we'll see. Nathan, A6500 AF is pretty lit. It is. Leon, dude, I know what you mean about backlog of ideas. I agree with the week time frame for any idea. Yeah, for YouTube, you just can't wait. You know, you can't do like a TV production. You can't be making movies and like release a trailer and then a year later that's when the actual movie comes out. You know, for YouTube, you just got to do it quick. I think I was introduced to my friend George. He introduced me to this podcast. This should be obvious to anybody who's like into the YouTube game, but like Tim Schmoyer, he runs YouTube creator something. Yeah, I can't believe I've never heard of him before until yesterday. But he played one of his podcasts, and he says, you know, for YouTube, you cannot go into it with a television production in mind or a movie production in mind. You know, like people who come to YouTube have a different mindset. They're not going there to expect perfection. You know, they're kind of there for like that interaction, you know, like they want to be able to like watch the video and interact with the creator and then leave a comment and the creator will come back to it or in the next video kind of address some of the comments. So YouTube is all about interactions, putting out good information and interacting with it later. Whereas a television show is just more like only one-sided. So it's not like you can give your feedback to a host on a travel channel and then they'll get back to you. I mean, they might, but like probably a year later because they shoot it for television. I'm pretty sure they shoot a bunch of stuff like a couple months before and then put it out, unless you're Conan. So you just got to play the YouTube game. Got to put it out there fast and just kind of keep the interaction going. So that idea, I guess, is sort of obvious, but because I listened to Tim Schmoyer's podcast yesterday, I was just like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I mean, it puts it back into perspective for me. So yeah. Jordan Wright, do you find MacBook Pros fast enough to edit 4K footage? Maybe with Final Cut Pro. I'm not too sure. So I don't have personal experience with it. Awesome. Leon, interaction like right now. All right, guys. Was on for an hour. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I'm sorry for the stream quality earlier. Let's hope that won't happen again next time. So new video dropping this weekend. So look forward to that. And then I'll be live again with Danny on Monday. And then on that week, I'll try to push out one more content before the long July 4th weekend. If not, I'll go live and do this. Just be live and help anyone out if anyone has any questions. And then a week later, we'll resume to some YouTube stuff. So thank you guys so much. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.